Okay, I'll tell you
Cool
when.
beans. So it looks like we are now streaming live on Facebook. So
Again, really?
yes, hold on.
You guys, first of all, are we? Because I can't see anything, but that's cool. I'm not going to even sweat it. I'm just going to
That's
go
right.
with it.
Don't sweat it. So again, take 4. We were thinking on 3 was a lucky number, but 4 is going to be the lucky number. And to be honest with you, 4 has always been my very lucky number. And so 4th time
Oh,
is the right time.
oh my gosh, this is just crazy. This is crazy. But you know what? We're going to do this. So hopefully I'm going to go back and delete all those other Facebook Live. But anyway, I'm going to say this really quick. So you was asking me, what is my ideal of leadership?
Yes. What is your ideal leadership?
Okay, so let me see if I can say this again with a straight face because I'm going to be repeating myself. My ideal of leadership is a leader that brings people with them, a leader that is not standing in front all the time, but is bringing people with them. Okay, that's my ideal of leadership.
Awesome.
And when I think about leadership, I think about this story, which we're laughing because I didn't tell this story. Facebook keep kicking us off. So just really quick, I'm just going to condense the story this time.
Perfect. No worries.
So the story is I'm on my way to an event. I hop off the freeway because it's crowded. It's in October. I see this little girl on the side of the road, and I notice all these cars are passing her by. Mm-hmm. So I stopped a block down from where she was, walked up to her and asked her if she needed any help. And she looked me up and down and says, "You want to help me?" And I says, "Yes, what can I do to help you?" So she asked to use my phone. I hand her my phone. She used my phone, turned back around, and she says, "My mom will be here in 10 minutes to pick me up." And I said, "Okay. So let's go sit in my car," because again, it was cold. She wasn't dressed properly for October. We sat in my car. She wouldn't close her car door, and that's fine. I asked her name. She said her name was Angel. I thought she was blowing me off. And we just kind of sat in the car quietly for a while. 30 minutes passed, her mom wasn't there. 40 minutes passed, her mom drives up, or this lady drives up in the car. And she quickly gets out my car, runs to the lady. They embrace. They talk for a little while, and they're hugging. And the woman comes back to my car, and she says, "Thank you. I've been looking for my daughter for over a year."
Oh, wow.
Over a year, she was looking for her daughter. And wow. As I sat there and I watched them drive off, I began to tear up a little bit because I'm thinking, what is it in our society that we allow a little girl in October to stand on the corner and no one is stopping to help her? What are we so hurried? What is so important in our life that we cannot stop and help someone on the side of the corner? Yeah. So as I drove to my appointment, I began to cry because it started sitting in my soul of how important this is. And people don't realize, but to me, that's legacy leadership because she is our future. She is the leaders of tomorrow. And if we don't help her, who's going to help her? Who's going to show her what way she should go? Now, mind you, I say about 6 months later, I get this phone call. And I had been tempted to call this young lady because her phone number was in my phone, but I really didn't want to know what happened to her, to be quite honest. So 6 months later, I get this phone call and she says, "Hi, Miss Lady." And I said, "Hello." And she says, "I'm the girl that you picked up on the side of the road. I just want to let you know I finished the 10th grade. I'm doing fine. I'm still with my mom." And I just began to pour into her and telling her what God has in store for her because, positive affirmations and positive talking is good, but also negative talking has the same effect as positive talking. So if no one is pouring positive in you, then they're pouring negative into you, and what they pour into you is going to come out. Absolutely. Whether it come out to you, it come out to the other person, it's going to come out. So what we are doing as people, what we are doing as quote unquote leaders, set the stage for our future. So that's my ideal of legacy leadership. I want to bring anyone I can with me. It doesn't have to be about me. I don't have to be on the main stage. I don't have to get the accolades. I just want to bring you along with me, because at the end of the day, what I do for you, you're going to do for someone else.
Yes.
And it's going to trickle down and it's going to keep going. So that's my ideal of legacy leadership.
Oh, that is great. Thank you for sharing, Janetta. And you know what? You're absolutely right when you say, you know, you want to bring people along with you, because since you and I've met, you know, there are times where you know something and you'll call me, and there's times I know something and I'll call you, and we just kind of keep each other going. And I think as not as individuals, but definitely as women, that is so important, because it's not about competition, it's about collaboration.
Yes.
And so, you know, I just want to say thank you for that. And so what we are here for and truly excited about, so thank you for sharing more about who you are, about legacy leadership. But the virtual summit that is happening starting on Monday is Rise.
Monday.
Yes, there's a little bit of
Yes.
static or echoing. Are you hearing static and echo?
I'm hearing some static.
Okay. Okay, maybe it's better now. Might sounds a little bit better now. But yes, Rise of the Phoenix starting on Monday. And I love how powerful the name of the summit is, Rise of the Phoenix. And so can you share with us a little bit about, one, why you decided to do a summit, and then two, why the name Rise of the Phoenix?
Okay, so first I decided to do a summit because people are hurting. People are hurting. People are confused. People are not understanding what is transpiring, what is taking place in the world, in the society, in their space, in their homes. And I just wanted to give people hope.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give people a little piece of understanding. And I knew I couldn't do that by myself. I knew I needed some people to help me. So I called some colleagues, I called some people that I knew in their fields of expertise that could help people in this situation, in this time, in this place that we're in now. And the name, the Rise of the Phoenix, came to me because, like a phoenix, it rises from the ashes. And so we, in my mind, we have been in ashes right now. I mean, the whole world's been shut down. Mm-hmm. This has never happened before. And we have been in ashes, and a lot of our lives are ruined, and a lot of our lives are in places of uncertainty. So like the Phoenix, we are going to rise, and we're going to do this together. So that's why I picked the name, the Rise of the Phoenix. And that's why I wanted to put this summit on. It's a free summit. You don't have to pay, but you're going to get so much knowledge, so much healing, so much movement, ability to move forward with your purpose and with who you are. So I'm just really excited. As you can tell, I'm just really excited about this.
Yes, and when you called me and told me, like, I was in the line at Starbucks in my car, guys. I still have to get my Starbucks fixed because I love Starbucks. And so I was in the line and my phone rang. It was Janetta, and she had called me the night before, and she was like, Connect, I have this summit that I want to do. Can you assist? And I was like, absolutely. And she was like, but wait, let me tell you the rest. And I was like, Rise of the Phoenix, you know it's going to be powerful, because even when I hear the words Rise of the Phoenix, it just means that something's about to emerge out of the ashes. It means it's about to be, you know, rebirthed and reborn and revived, and something new that's about to be created. And so I just get excited hearing the name myself. And like you said, you have some amazing powerhouses that are going to join us next week. And so on Monday, we have the Pastor Willie Pedersen. And so tell us a little bit about Pastor Willie.
Yes. So Pastor Willie Pedersen Jr., he's the lead pastor at LC Church. It's a new church that he's building, and he's also a relationship coach. And this guy is phenomenal. He has personality, he has character, he will make you laugh. He needs to be a comedian. And he's gonna bring what we need as far as our relationships, because as you know, probably you all hemmed up with somebody during COVID-19, you probably ate, if you like them, okay? Hopefully you did, because you've been locked up for a while, and maybe your relationship is a little bit shaky now, or maybe your relationship is heightened now, but he's gonna bring it to us, and I'm just really excited that he's gonna do that, and he's gonna come in next week just to bring us a powerful talk, chat. I'm excited about that.
Awesome. And it's so important that we talk about relationships because, as you know, I'm a psychologist, an international psychologist, and a licensed clinical social worker. And something that I have seen is an increase of domestic violence.
Yes.
And so as people are sheltered in together and maybe they don't have the best relationships, we are seeing more domestic violence or receiving calls where individuals are calling in from the closet, whispering, saying that, can we send somebody to help them? And so, whether the relationship is not going so well or your relationships are amazing, it sounds like Pastor Willie is going to deliver some amazing news in regards to relationships. And so on Tuesday,
yes, he is.
The fun continues where we have Miss Jen Fontanella, and maybe share a little bit about Miss Jen.
Yes. Miss Jen, wow, she is a power punch. She talks about finances and she breaks it down to the smallest micro, where if you don't know anything about finances, she can help you. And the tremendous thing about Jen is, with the COVID-19 and some people lost their jobs. Some people may have jobs but had to get a cut in their pay. You have some people who they stocks, their 501k, there's 504k, and their stocks have just plummeted. So Jen is going to come in, she's going to help us, she's going to get us back on track. So I'm really excited about her joining us on Tuesday.
Great. And like you said, many people have definitely seen a shift in their finances. Some individuals are still doing absolutely amazing. And so I'm looking forward to hearing from Jen and kind of how do we pivot if we need to pivot with our finances this time. And on Wednesday, we continue the party with Clinton Payton Sr., and he is an LPC. And talk to us a little bit about Mr. Clinton.
Well, Clinton is a BS, MHR, LCP. He owns his own facility. So he's going to talk to us about behavior health. You touched on it earlier. With everything that's going on, we have a lot of people that is discovered violence within their relationship, within their community, within their home. So he's going to talk to us about behavior health, domestic violence. He's going to bring that full circle, let people know what they can do, what is normal, what is not normal. So yeah, he's bringing the game, and it is much needed because, like you said earlier, you're getting a bunch of phone calls at your clinic on the same subject of domestic violence. So this is much needed. So I'm really happy that he's joining us.
Absolutely. Not to mention just the anxiety and fear that people are experiencing overall with COVID and the unknowns and uncertainty. And when there's a lot of unknown and uncertainty, people automatically create this new story in their head of what they think is going to happen. And when they start thinking about what might happen and worrying about what's happening, that's when the fear and anxiety comes in. And then as we move and transition out of this COVID period, I think, again, the unknown of this new normal that everyone keeps talking about, that we don't know what this new normal is going to be, for whether it's business travelers or going to your new job, what is, reintegrating back to your job, or just going to the grocery store, what is that going to look like for individuals? And so I can't wait to hear more about that behavioral health and management for individuals. And then on Thursday, we have the LaKendra Smalley. And so talk to me about Kendra.
Yes. Well, LaKendra Smalley, she's gonna come to us and talk to us about self-care. So LaKendra, she also have her own coaching business, and she goes all over the world facilitating and training. So asking her about self-care is like an encyclopedia of knowledge, if anyone remembers the encyclopedias. And so she's going to bring it. And I'm excited that she's coming because she's going to give you the abilities to open up yourself and take care of yourself in ways that you probably never thought about. And like you said, with everything's going on, we need self-care. We need to take care of ourselves in order for us to take care of others. So I'm excited that she's going to be joining us on Thursday.
Perfect. Yeah, when it comes to self-care, it's so important. And I often tell people, you know, you got to start by doing what I call an energy check. And so that's doing that energy check to ensure what self-care techniques do I need to implement. And so my favorite and go-to is dancing. So when I need to take care of myself, when I need to change the mood and the atmosphere, I will turn on some music and I will start grooving in front of the mirror, and it just changes your mood and changes your energy. And so that's my go-to. And then the party continues because on Friday, whoop, whoop, on Friday, we have the one and only Mr. Robert Collier. Do you know him by chance?
That's my son, Robert James Collier. So I'm excited for Friday because Robert is coming. He is the CEO and founder of Entrepreneurs Dinner. He is also a high performance coach, which is perfect for him. And he has coached so many people to reach their peak performance. So he's going to help guide people in living in discipline, performing at the level in which they need to perform, and also help guide people in the way in which they need to go in order to live their life on purpose and have that successful life that they're wanting. I go back to the COVID-19 because, you know, this has really just done a shift on all of us. And it has really messed up a lot of people's heads on where they are, where they can be, and where they can move forward. So I think what he's bringing to us, matter of fact, I know what he's bringing to us is going to put so many people on that high level and that high performance point. I can go on about him because he's awesome, but I'm a little, you know, biased. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. No, I'm sure you're not biased at all. And then, did I hear that you might want to do something a little special on Saturday?
Well, Saturday, I want to come back with you and I want to expose people to who you are. And I know I told you this at the last minute, but Dr. Kenneth, you are an excellent person within your own right. First of all, let me appreciate you for being my co-host on this because I couldn't do it without you. And like you said earlier, I just called you up at the last minute. I have an idea, and you're like, okay. So I appreciate that, but I want people to know who you are because you have a company, you the CEO and founder of Next Sister Up, Women Empowering Women, which I think is phenomenal. And I think that's why we're so in tune with each other, because we believe in empowering women and there's no competition. I like to say a new pie is being baked every day and everyone can have their own slice, so there's no competition. So on Saturday, we're coming back. We're just gonna summarize everything that happened during the week. And I'm just gonna expose everybody to your phenomenal self, if you would allow me to. And so, yeah, that's gonna be our Saturday. We're gonna wrap it up and give you some final words as well. Aren't you excited?
Perfect. Well, thank you. I absolutely, like when you said, when you called me, I didn't need to know the full story. Once I heard Rise of the Phoenix virtual summit happening, going down for a week, will I do it? Absolutely. And definitely always willing to share knowledge with other people, for sure. And so starting Monday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, we will have our host, Janetta, with us with a week long full of guests each and every night. And so stay tuned as we hear more. And then, Janetta, I'll give you the last final words that you want to share with your audience that's listening now.
Okay, so the last words for me are, first of all, thank everyone who's taking the time out their day to listen to this. I am honored. I am truly honored. Also, I want to thank all of the participants that's going to be a part of the Rise of the Phoenix. And thank you for your time and your energy. And thank you for allowing yourself to pour into other people that is needing and that's hurting. I want to thank you, Dr. Kenneth, for being my co-host on this and allowing me to use your talents as well, because without you, I couldn't do this. Without all the speakers, I couldn't do this. I have knowledge, but I don't have all the knowledge. And I'm humble enough to understand that. So again, like Kenneth says, it starts Monday, May 11th. It starts at 7 Central, 8 Eastern time. It's 1 hour. Each guest will have 1 hour each night. And if you want more information, please follow us on Facebook, or also go to imaginaryglassceiling.com Facebook. No, Imaginary Glass Ceiling Facebook page, and you'll get more information. This is free. Click the link, get your ticket to register, and I look forward to it. And thank you again, Dr. Kennett.
Take care.
You're on
Thank you.
mute.
Bye, guys. See you on Monday.
Bye.